Hey everybody, I'm glad to be able to present you with part one of my disaster relief painting. And as I said, I will be working with an 18 by 24 canvas. My monitor, which I will have on here soon. I don't see him on here yet. When I see him on here, hope I see him on here. Please have some respect for him. He is a good friend of mine. We've been friends for, oh my gosh, almost 7 years. When he comes up, just please have some respect. This is going to be a warm painting. It's going to be similar to a Bob Ross style painting. Now, as you can see here in the background, I have my Alice in Wonderland themed painting. So as I'm waiting for my monitor to come up, I will introduce you to a few of my paintings. As you can see, I have here on the wall and right here. The Alice in Wonderland theme painting is about the same size as this. I think it's actually a little bit bigger in size. Actually, it just needs a new clock in it, and then I discovered it has a little rip. So the little rip can be repaired, and it just needs a new paint, new clock, not new painting. It just needs a new clock. That's all it needs. It is for sale. I call this my ugly painting, okay? This actually changes color in the light, and for some weird reason, I don't know how I got it to do that, but it actually does that. Now, my samurai painting, that is not for sale. That is a water painting. The koi fish painting, that is for sale. And this painting right here, I haven't finished yet, this dragon, but if anybody wants it, I could finish it and then put that one up. My monitor is on. Do that one more time so I can see your name. Like, say something so I can see your name. I don't know if that came up as Harry or if it, okay. Okay. Please be respectful of Harry labor. That is my monitor. Please, please, please be very respectful of him. That is my monitor. Even though I don't have him tagged, they don't have all of my settings since I am not a paid YouTube creator. If I was paid, they would have it in my settings for me to be able to pin him as my monitor for this. Now, where I will be sending the money from sales of these. And now I'm not doing this as anything for taxes. Don't worry about that. I'm not that type of person. I'm just doing this as disaster relief because people really need help in Texas and in Louisiana right now. I'm going to clean up a couple of my brushes I actually didn't get to because I kind of slacked off a little bit. Don't worry about that. My favorite brush is clean, and we always fight with that one. That one was cleaned, but we always fight with that one. I do have a different painting rig today, and I will actually get my hair out of the way. So as some people come on here, please, please, please make sure that you mind your manners, and Harry Labor is monitoring your comments. Yes, that did stay very nice. And I do have my brushes available, and I do have one of my other brushes right here. And I do have my palette fully loaded with colors. The ivory black, the white. I do have all the colors I'm going to use in here. I'm not going to run through all the colors. I just want to get into this painting so that you guys can get a good perspective on what we're going to do and get this painting going. And yes, I don't mind getting my hands all, dirty with paint. This already has the liquid white on it, And that is why I have white paint on my hands. So let's get this painting started by taking that 1.5 inch brush, and we are going to go into, now Harry's going, what's wrong? My monitor's looking kind of funny. What's, oh, he hit the circle.
No, it's frozen. It's frozen.
Oh no, it's doing that on your phone. My phone's fine. My device is fine.
Oh, there it is.
Okay, sometimes you need to refresh on your device. Now I'm going to take a little yellow ochre right here. I'm going to take a little bit of that yellow ochre. Now, my monitor's going to laugh. That yellow ochre, right? And we're going to pick up a little bit of that Indian yellow. Put that with the yellow ochre and pick up a little orange. Pick up a little orange in with that, okay? So we're going to make a warm sky. We're going to make a warm sky. We're going to make a warm sky. Now see, he can take his device and actually monitor you guys from wherever he wants. Now he's just adjusting for me so that you guys can see better. So don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. And so what we're going to do is we're going to just make little crisscrosses right here. And because we have, might need to put a little more of that orange in there. See how that's still kind of metallic? Maybe it's just the paint brands that I have. It makes kind of this metallic. Could just be my paint brands. I don't have that Bob Ross paint brand. I certainly don't. And I did wash my brushes thoroughly. Actually, my monitor washed my brushes for me. He did an awesome job. But I have this kind of metallic color to my brush. Not to my brushes, but to my paints. But it's going to kind of give, I'll put a little more of that yellow in there. It can be the orange giving that effect. Maybe put a little white. Put a little bit of that white in there. Go right back in there. There we go. Nice, nice bright. Bright colors right into that sky. And now you know we'll clean this brush. You know we'll clean this brush. This is the sky because it's up higher, obviously. And we'll go in with some other colors here in a minute. And was I watching a Bob Ross painting being done earlier? Actually, I was watching last night. And one this morning, I will admit that. Now right here you can actually see where the divided piece of wood is, so you won't see that one and we're done with this painting. You actually will not see that. Now we will take this across right here, like he says, 2 hairs or 3 hairs and some air. You guys know me, I say 2 hairs and a scare. 2 hairs and a scare. Across. Just blend that on in, and if you can't really blend it, just go right back into it, and because I know that side didn't really pick up, and you can just go back in, and you know how I'm going to be with this because I don't use chemical. I can just pick that back up because I know this side didn't really get too much, and you don't really have to have too much on your brush. You just pick up just a little bit more. You really don't have to have too much on your brush. You just don't, because this is going to be warm. Yes, I do know Montana's on fire. They also need relief. But we're doing this as a sky. This is just a warm sky. For some reason, there's purple in this. Oh, I think I know why. I accidentally picked up a little bit of purple. But you know what, though? That's going to layer in a little texture into this. And that's not going to be a bad thing. That was a happy accident. Rocco's going to laugh. I call my friend Harry Rocco. Middle name thing or nickname. Happy accidents sometimes happen when you're painting. All right? Well, happy accidents happen when you're painting. Yeah. Now, and you can go back in there. Then you think about what's your next color that you want to put in there. You want to take a little bit of that red, and you're going back in, but you're not cleaning that brush yet. You're not cleaning that brush yet. You're going in with that red. You're going in with that red. You're going to make that nice color with that red. Just take it on the end of that brush. See how it makes that little pink color? Just take it on there. It's right there on the corner. You can't tell where one ends and the other one begins. We all know who says that. That's why somebody says he lives in my brain. So we could take that right up in here. Just take a little more of that. Take it off over here. And as you build it up, bring it right up here, and you got that little bit blended right up here, and you can just take it and just 2 hairs and scare across. And if you have to get your brush a little wet, you can, and just blend it across. Blend it across. And there you go. Now you have that beginning of a beautiful sky right there. You really do. You have the beginning of a beautiful sky. And these aren't those little paintings that I've been doing. These are not those little paintings. And even, in fact, I can let my monitor know. He can share this on his social media if he wants. You can actually share my clean that up a little, and then we're going to dry this brush before I add the next color. And since I'm setting up higher so I can show this to you guys. Just dry that brush up real nice. See how that nice and fluffy. Need a little drink of coffee. You see how those colors came together? If you look at that, there was almost like a little hint of cloud in there without even doing anything. That. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for that. Okay, the next color we're going to put in here. We're going to take that white, put it right off over here, a little bit of that dark blue, just take it right off over here, just a little bit, because we want more blue in this than we do the white. And I'm going to move my brushes. You guys always know I have my brushes right there in that old coffee can. And we're just going to take that right here. Right here. You know what? Maybe I'm just continuing something that should have been continued in the first place, never discontinued for a painting generation of people. You know what I mean? I think a generation of people that always enjoyed a series of painting. needed to always continue a series of always loving some painting. I think everybody always enjoyed painting. Oh, just watching paint. I mean, oh my gosh. Who didn't enjoy that, right? Watching that. I think he was like one of the most fascinating people to watch. And that's the other thing is sometimes you got to clean up that paint. I just cleaned it up. As you see, I have a bigger paint rating today. And then 2 hairs and a scare with that same brush. Right back over. And that just kind of lightens that out, as you see. Just lightens it out. Just 2 hairs and a scare back over. Lightens it out. Now, I gave plenty of people time today to know that I'd be coming on here live streaming. Now, if you knew that it was going to be drier on one side, you can literally take your brush in and kind of just scrub it into your canvas. Lighten that out a little. Lighten it out. You know, I even let one of my friends in Brazil know that I was going to be on. Yeah, I have a friend in Brazil. I told you guys, I have friends from different countries, different nationalities. My friend in Brazil, he's a doctor. Give a shout out to Eduardo. He's a really cool guy. There, you see that? You see that? Look at all that color. Isn't that nice? And that doesn't take much to be able to. Anybody can do this. Anybody can do this. And look at that. Like I said, you know, it kind of looks like there's clouds just hanging in there. But there's not. It's just the sky. It's just how it looks. So take your brush. Like I said, these are just acrylics. But you can make an acrylic look like an oil painting. Dry up your brush. And like I said, you guys know I changed my shirt from earlier. After we're done with this painting, I will put the link in again like I did earlier today for my P.O. box. If I don't know you personally, you will have to, I only have my P.O. box for 3 months. So that if you are actually interested in the painting, you will have to leave a message below and I will contact you. I'm not leaving my email address for personal reasons, but we can contact here. Just, I ask you not to be a creeper. I do ask that. Just please don't be a creeper. We will go on to, I want that brush. That would be good for the little thing. What do we want? What do we want to do here next? What do we want to do here? Because I know I want to lay in some foothill, and because we have this beautiful sky. And I was thinking we may put in a barn here, but I want to put in some foothills in a barn. Because I was thinking about that with this one. Nice foothills and a barn. Do you really want that? Foothills and a barn at the warm painting? But I almost thought about also, because I don't want to do winter. Winter is like too cold for you guys. Or we want to do with this? I'm nervous because this is live for you guys and it's for what it's for. And I know you guys will be like, don't be nervous about it. Just do it. Just do it. And if it's a happy accident, it's a happy accident. So I'm going to mix some colors right here. And, you know, I could have mixed some purple into that sky and I didn't do it, but I could have done it. I could have done it. Come there and clean up that brush. And as you notice, I have my smaller 1-inch brush in my hand. Now I am working with some of these bigger brushes because it's a bigger canvas instead of working with a lot of my smaller brushes, because it makes this painting go a lot quicker. Lot quicker. That way we get a lot of this going quicker. I could put my light green in here if I wanted to. And some of my Indian yellow into that. Let's get this going and do little foothills, just right along in here. Just little foothills, because you have some trees off in the distance. You see that? Little foothills. You don't always have to have mountains in your paintings. You can always have foothills. You don't always have to have great big mountains and everything. You can always have a valley. Nothing wrong with valleys. Sometimes valleys with, you know, little trees well off in the distance. Nothing wrong with that. Always beautiful colors. See how that comes out there like that? And then you can just take that and you just see that? Like right off in here, the little grassy area. Grassy area right off in here. See that? As you come closer, you can make that into a little grass area. You just lightly touch it. It's like a little grassy area right off in here. As you come closer, you can make that a little grassy area right off in here, because you can do something with that. Right off here in the back, it's more like trees in the distance, right? Like you have this tree right here in the distance. Little trees right here in the distance. Just pull up on them. Just pull up on them. And they don't always have to be those same trees you always see. The trees are all different. You have different kinds of trees. You have big bushy trees. There's always different kinds of trees. Depends on where you live in the world. All kinds of trees in the world. Depends on where you live. This is true. Depends on where you live. Absolutely true. Depends on where you live. Look, you could have this big bushy tree right here, right? Big bushy tree right here. You see that? Right there, you got this big bushy tree right here. My monitor's trying not to laugh because all of a sudden I just made this big bushy tree. It's just living right there. It lives there. And you know what lives there? Nutty the squirrel. Nutty the squirrel lives in the tree. So you didn't expect me to say that. Nutty the squirrel. See? And then you add in a little bit. Nutty the squirrel. There, see? Nutty the squirrel. He lives right here in this tree that I just made right there. Like I said, trees are not all the same. So you have this tree right here, and then you have the little grassy area that comes out. And this is going to be nice like this. So it's kind of, I don't know, maybe this isn't, you know, like how everybody would think it would be. Maybe it's just a nice grassy area that came out. You got the sky like that, and maybe it's just a nice grassy area. You know what? Everybody isn't always the same when they do a painting. Not everybody is the same when they do their paintings. And they think, oh my gosh, when you do a painting, you have to do it the way everybody does their paintings. And no, that's actually not true. You don't have to do your paintings the way every artist does their painting. That is not actually the truth. You can do your painting however you want to do your painting. Now, when I took my college course for water painting, we were told you do your painting a specific way. And I would do animals the way I saw them. And you know what this is almost turning into? This is almost turning into a beachy scene. If look at this, you know how like beach grass is? This is almost turning into a warm beachy grass look. You know what I mean? Maybe that's what this is today. This is that beachy grass. Maybe this is what this is today. Think about that. You know, some of that beach is kind of a little white underneath. And you got like that beach grass. You know what I mean? That beach grass going on. And that's what this warm color is. That's that sky over the beach. That's that sky that came up over the beach today. That's that sky that came up over the beach today. That's that sky that came up over the beach today. And you know what? I said we'd do a warm painting. And you know what's really warm? The beach. The beach is warm. The beach is definitely warm. Beaches sometimes have trees. Think about that. Beaches have trees. Depends on where you are. I've lived in California where they have trees on the beaches. You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. I've lived in Long Beach. I've lived in the San Diego area. And the beaches have trees. Oh, yes, they do. Those beaches have trees. Yes, they do. Yes, in fact, they do. So think about that. We've got some beach going on here, and you know, you can add a little bit of that brown going there. Put that right up in here. Have to excuse that. It never fails. It never fails. Sorry about that. My neighbor being noisy never fails, guys. That never fails. One of you guys know this. That never fails. Sorry. So just go right back over that tree with a little bit of dark color. Just drop that in there. Sorry to my viewers. So we'll just drop that tree right in here. And again, I apologize to my viewers. You guys know that that never fails with my neighbor. And we'll drop some of that dark green color in here for the beachy green, dark green. Now you don't want to cover all that light. Now, normally, you know, I do this in reverse. Yep, you guys definitely know I do that in reverse, but not today. We want to do this like this today, and then we will actually be blending this together in a moment. We will actually be blending this together in a moment, because we want to put some rocks along in here and some other little accents and stuff. Let me clean that brush. Don't mind Harry. He's laughing. He gets a kick out of the sound of me beating that brush like that. beat the devil out of it. That's how you take out your frustrations. You know, beating your neighbor for disturbing your teaching, your live stream. Better than, you know, doing that. 2 hairs and a scare. Like I said, sorry for my neighbor. Never fails. Just take that across. And you see that effect? See that effect? And then you just take this off here in the back. And that's that little foothill effect. Just take that, and if you want to, just take it a little harsher and just pull it up. Pull it up. And the same thing with the tree. You just take that, just blend that together. See, right there. Isn't that cool? It's right there. That is so cool. And then, like I said, we're going to make a nice beach tone for this. And this painting really is not going to take that long. And since, like I said, we have this cloud effect in here, we may actually make some like really cool like beach cloud in here. I don't know. We may just do that. Keep my dry brush dry. Yes, it does have that on there, but that's not going to affect anything. This is just our dry brush. Just got to beat that color off of it. Keeps the brush dry. Now, like I said, we can go in with this. Now, we don't really have to go in with it wet. So we do have, and that already dried. We can go in. Just drop in just a little happy cloud right in here. Rocco's gonna laugh because I said a little happy cloud. A little happy cloud right in here. Just a little happy beach cloud. It's a surf in the sky. Look at that. That little cloud is surfing the sky. It's not surfing the internet. Surfing the sky. Just like that. These little clouds are surfing the sky. Little clouds surfing the sky. A little one right there. Little clouds surfing the sky. How about that, guys? Alright, so I said I wouldn't be doing clouds, and here I am doing clouds. Clouded my own judgment. Oh. And I'm gonna make fun of it. Whatever whatever you see in your painting, do it. Don't be afraid to do it. Just do it. Whatever you see. Whatever you see. Now I sound like Bob Ross again. Whatever you see. Rocco's over there like she's got happy little clouds going on. Huh? He says it's good. He likes it. It's got happy little clouds. Happy little cloud. Oh, wait. I see just one more cloud hanging out right over here. Surfing its way along. Just right there. Just right there. It's right there. Now let's take the end of this brush. Just take it. Make yourself some little circles. Just fluff that up. Just fluff it up. See what that did? Fluff that up. Fluff your clouds, your sky surfers. Just fluff those up. There you go. Stretch it out. And then just and then we'll go back to the beach area. Make a little circle and take your cloud and just, clouds aren't perfect. They're like people, they're not perfect. You are who you are. There you go. You got the clouds in there. Dry up that brush. Just dry up that brush. Okay. Now we want to make beach tone, right? So we're going to take our 1.5 inch brush. Yes, it does still look blue, but excuse me, my coffee talked, which I need a little more sip of. And we're going to make that beach tone and some rocks in there. And then we're going to make a little surf towards the bottom, like it's coming up towards there before we end it off. And then we'll actually be done with this one, and we might add a little more tree in the distance. I don't know. We'll think about that. So what we want to do for the beach tone is take some of that white off over here, right? Because you guys know I always do that. Take it to the side. And we're going to take that brown. So you definitely want that brown for that beachy tone. And since I also have a flesh tone, I can use that. Flesh tone, always great for a beach tone. Always great for a beach tone. That works perfect. It's always good to have multiple different colors of paint when you are an artist or teaching, so that you can get various different tones of colors into a canvas and be able to see right there, that is your beach on a brush. That is your beach on a brush. Isn't that great? You're able to just get that real quick be able to get that real quick. Grab a little of that brown back in there because we want to get that just the right color. Just the right color. Like I said, my monitor can take his device outside and be able to monitor. He can be in here with me, monitor, and we can take that brush and take it and go here. Because you know, your beach sand is not always perfect. Beach sand is always in multi-directional areas. Yep. Beach sand is in different directions. Do not expect sand to be perfect. Do not expect sand to be perfect. Do not. Sand isn't perfect. It's like trees, it's like bushes, shrubs, clouds. Sand isn't perfect. Sand does not lay in one direction. You see that? That, my friends, is a beach. It is rather a beachy. It is beachy. Look, how many people do you see painting beaches? Huh? Oh, sorry. Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought. Usually when they do, they don't really find the right tone. And I don't know, maybe I'm just that person. I think like you have to have like that flesh tone in it and certain tones to be able to have that beach tone. And then when I bring it to a certain point on here and take it across, then because I have these right here, I can lift this up. But when I lift it up, then I have to try to reset it down. So, like I said, but beaches aren't perfect. Beaches have like weird little divots and stuff in it. And you may find a little sand dollar on the beach or some seashells, which can be added in. Think about that. We could add seashells and stuff. And you find interesting little things at the beach. What do we find at the beach? All sorts of things at the beach. Maybe this is a private beach. Maybe this is the beach that somebody had their, you know, you had a nice quiet get together, you know. Just a bunch of friends had a nice get together, you know. And because this is already dry, we can take some of that color back in there and fill in a little bit of those spots. And like I said, you know, beaches are not perfect. Just take it back in. And you're just leaving some of that that's already dry, but you're just going back in and whisking the brush. And you're not going to go too harsh. Except for that little spot. But you're not going to go too harsh on it, because beaches are not perfect. And like I said, this right here is where we're going to take the ocean part and just kind of go along. Right down in here. Right down in here is where the surf is going to come in. So I don't mind leaving that a little bit messy. I really don't mind that. So we're going to bring a little ocean surf up on that, which is basically kind of white anyway. And I know I said maybe I would do a barn, and I'm not doing a barn at all. You know why? Maybe I'll do a beach house. A beach house. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's not Malibu Barbie, but maybe I'll do a beach house. I'm just trying to be silly today. We need to be happy. We need to be happy, don't we? We need to be happy. Tell you the truth, this is my first time with this. We need to make a beach house. we need to make a beach house. You're like, oh my goodness, what is she doing? Well, she is about to make a beach house. And I am choosing, where do I want my beach house? Where do I want my beach house? Where do I want it? Well, you know, beach houses should never be in the lower half because this is where you get, well, too much water. Too much water. Your beach house, my friends, and I see the roof of my beach house. And I'm color blocking where my beach house should be. You're like, oh boy, beach house? Really? Beach house? Aren't you just ruining your painting? No. I'm making us a non-Malibu Barbie beach house. I'm making us a beach house, my friend. We're going to have a beach house, and it's going to be right here. And my monitor is going to be going, what the heck are you doing? I am color blocking in a beach house. That's what I'm doing. This is just color blocking in the roof portion of the beach house, which is looking a bit tipped, but we will fix that just like that. And your beach house doesn't have to be looking all Ken and Barbie perfect. So we can even use the fan brush for this, which I might just switch over to in a moment. Yep, I'm switching over to our beloved fan brush. Or, better than the fan brush, I'm switching over to this for that. Okay, I'm gonna block this in with this brush. We, my friend, are making a beach house, and my monitor is going to go nuts because I'm doing this. Like, what did you just do to your beach? What did you just do to your beach? I just made a beach house. Can't you tell? And it has wood. It's a wood beach house. It's a really nice wood grain beach house. It really is. It's a nice wood grain beach house. And people love wood. If you don't like wood, there's something wrong with you. I'll say that. If you don't like wood, there's something wrong with you. Maybe in your beach house you have a little extra room right here in your beach house, and it just goes like that. Little shacky beach house right here on the side of the beach. I didn't know if I would do this today, but you have a beach house on your beach. Kind of a groovy little beach house. Ken and Barbie don't live there, but somebody does. And it's kind of groovy. Somebody lives on the beach. And it's a groovy little beach house. You don't have to play your bongo drums or anything, but somebody lives in a groovy little beach house. What do you think of this beach house so far? Nuts. Like I said, you know, there's indications of wood grain in here. You have a nice store right here. A nice store right here. It doesn't have to be too big, but you have a nice store right here. It's a nice store here. That's a nice sized beach house. I'll put the roof over here in a minute. We do need an indication of a roof here because we have to fix this roof line, obvious, and for obvious reasons. I'll clean my brush and move it out this way. And you know what? Maybe I'll make it kind of have a rusted roof. Maybe somebody hasn't been here in a little while. Maybe they have a bit of a tin rusted roof. I'll put a little bit of that brick and a little bit of red. Because I got that brick brown and the red. Add a little bit of the white to it. Give it kind of a little bit of black. Kind of a old look to it. A little more of that brick brown. Brick. Give it kind of that rusted tin roof. You know, that's that beachy tin roof. Beachy tin roof. Beachy tin roof. Somebody hasn't been in their beach house in a while. They needed to be there. I don't know. Maybe somebody was. They just didn't know about it. A beach bum came along and just hung out in your shack. And he just didn't know. Right? He just didn't know. That beach bum enjoyed your shack. You just didn't know about it. She haven't been there in a while. Clean my brush a little. Go back into that color. Now I put that color right there on the edge. Go back into that color and just right there. See that? That brought that right out. Just brought that right out. And take a dark color. Take a dark color and right here, because you want to make the indication of the side here of your beach shack. And you obvious because you have windows in your beach shack. Maybe you have a small window here for some reason because you had no idea why. Maybe you have a little bathroom right there. Or you just have a window there because maybe you have a little window right here. And you have barn style window all the way up here because somebody sleeps in the attic. Maybe that's where that beach bum was, huh? Sleeping way up there. Now, I don't know if anybody's going to want this painting. That is solely up to you. It really, really is. Really, really is. That is solely up to you. Everybody has their own style. I'm going to make an indication of a crease right here on the roof. This is somebody's beach shanty. I'm going to switch back to a fan brush because I'm going to wiggle that into this white. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And now that I have wiggled that in there, we are going to wiggle some water indications in. Wiggle, wiggles. Wiggle, wiggles. You know, it's kind of like wiggling in, making the clouds. You know, just wiggle that into the white. Just wiggle it in. And that is literally how we make these little beach waves that come up. And you can just play with these all day long. And they just come right up on the beach. These are the ones that just slightly come up on the beach before they go right back out. And you can just turn your brush, go onto the other side because you load both sides of this brush. And you'll be able to tell the difference between where the beach tone is and where the water, the white water foam. See, this is more like the water foam, you know, the water foam. That's exactly what this is. You know, that beach water foam that comes up on the beach and right before it goes right back out. Right before it goes right back out. And then you can also just kind of like wiggle that on there, just the very tip of it, and kind of make it like a little bit thicker before you wiggle it back out, and then just touch it and wiggle it back out, and then just do it again. And you can also blend a little bit of that blue that we did earlier and just blend it right in there and then just wiggle it out. But we need to really soften that, so I'm going to wash that. And we're gonna pick up that white and just soften that out. See that? We're just gonna soften that out because we need to soften that blue right out. I really need to soften that blue right out. We need to soften that out. And see, as we go along here, we're gonna soften that blue right out. Soften that blue right out. And I really will soften that blue out with the brush. The other brush, with the blending brush, and just soften that blue right out. Happy accidents sometimes, other accidents a lot. That can happen. Sometimes you have other accidents with your paintings. And then you can just take that and just kind of like tip it along the edge of like your beachy foam, and that makes other little indications along the little ridges of the beachy foam. Like I said, you know, warm painting. Make it a happy, kind of warm painting of a different kind. Even though it has water in it, it's a different kind. It's a happy-go-lucky painting. Even though it has water, it's a different kind of painting with water in it. You know what I mean? It's an indication of a happier time in. So, since they're done throwing their fit now and I'm back on, Yay. And now my monitor can come back on. I went ahead and brushed that. I'll put a few more of the little splashy parts in here with the beachy tone. You see how I fixed that? I hope you can. I'm going to pick that up. See that? See that? Isn't that actually kind of cool? I think that's actually kind of cool. Because you got like your beach shanty here. I know it almost looks like a barn. I said I would do a barn. It actually kind of looks like one. And then I can do a few trees around it and twigs and stuff. It actually looks kind of cool. And I can do some other stuff right here real quick before we end this one off. And I have plenty of white paint left and stuff to like do some more of the detail right here. And I really hope that any of you that are actually going to be viewing this are going to be enjoying this. And please have some respect, because the hurricane relief fund that this is going to is one that a fellow YouTube creator has chosen, and it's one that Bunny Myers, Graveyard Girl, has chosen, and that is the one that I'm giving the money to. So I just want you guys to know this. It is one that a fellow YouTube creator has chosen, and so this is the one that I will be giving the money to. So I don't profit off of it. I don't intend to. So the money goes to the hurricane survivors only. So as you can see, I'm adding a little extra splashy wave into this, which you guys will see in a moment, because I will show you that again. I will show you that again. See? Ooh, little extra splashy wave. Little extra splashy wave. My monitor hasn't come back on yet. I was hoping that that Rocco would have come back on already, but hopefully he will, because he can. I don't think he knows that I'm back on. Oh, there you. No. 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 Rocco. Rocco. Okay. I don't know what's going. You can be back on. Okay, you're on.
It's on Facebook. Oh, I shared it on Facebook.
You hear it on Facebook?
I shared it on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
I can't get it on YouTube.
Okay. Well, you're on anyway. So for some strange reason, he can't get back on here on YouTube, which I don't understand. But hey, that is strange.
It's YouTube, I shared it to Facebook.
He shared it to Facebook, which is great. So he's monitoring from Facebook.
I can't get the chat.
So something strange is happening, but I can actually see that he's on. I can actually see that he's on. Now, I did see something pop up in chat a moment ago, but I don't know who that was. I saw an A pop up, and then I saw, I don't know. Something's gone awry, and I don't know why. Something's gone awry, and I don't know why. But anyway, add a few more little things. This painting is, you know, like I'll add a few seashells and stuff in here because, you know, and some rocks. Because we need some rocks in here. So we're going to take some brown and some black. And maybe we have a rock right here. Rock that lives right here. It's right here on the beach, right? People like to sit on rocks when they're on the beach. We have a rock that lives right here. We have a rock that just lives right here on the beach. People do like to sit on rocks when they're on the beach. Rocks aren't all shaped the same. And I can also use this brush again, which might also be better for doing my rocks, my rock shapes. Well, my friend Rock resets his phone to come back in and monitor. Like I said, you know, rock shapes, they're not all the same. They're not all the same color. You can do different colors for that. In fact, you can come back in with that brick color and blend that in with the black. That's fine to do too. You have smaller ones that you can do. See that? That just came up. Look at that color. What a beautiful color that is. You can blend that in there. Look at that. Look at that color that just brought out. See that? That's nice. That is nice. Yeah, like little smaller ones along the way. The other thing we didn't make is like a little path right here, which we'll do in a few minutes. You know, like little beach rocks, right? And we'll do some like little almost sand colored ones along the way, but you know, there are some darker ones in the beach, around the beach, you know, whatever. There are some darker ones. You know, we go to the dark side, but you don't need to go to the dark side. I like the dark side better. That's just me. I like the dark side. I like the dark side of the force. I think it makes life better being on the dark side. Okay, well, we won't do too many rocks. And you see what I mean? You can make them like lighter as you go along, and you really don't need too many of them. And maybe right here, the water splashed up on a rock that just so happened to be right here near the water. Water just splashed up over a rock, just like there was a rock right here. And it was like, ow, we got splashed by the water. It was like, why? Why me? Because it's under the sea. Under the sea. Just why me? Because you were under the sea. And you can add a little highlights with that color, and you can just like see like where you have like the shapes in the beach, you can just take that and make a little highlight to it. Just like zip that color along into that sand, and just like if you get like, look, a little stone happening, a little stoner in the sand. Don't ask me, I've had coffee today. Hey, Rocco's back. Good, good. I've got Rocco back on. So see, you take this color and you edge that right there with the land right here with the green. Just edge that color in, and you see what that does? That gives that effect right here between the sand and the green. That right there. And don't worry about the water effect. You actually want to leave that like that. You just want to leave that right. That it's like you're chilling right there, just chilling, because you know your feet are just gonna go along in the sand. That's all. Your feet are gonna go along in the sand. And you're not gonna worry about it. You are not gonna worry about it. Are you gonna worry about shade along these rocks? No, you are not. Why? Because you're not. Because anything that you just took along here became your shade for that rock. You see that? That just became your shade. It is not shady, and it's not slim. Ha! Okay, so what we're gonna do, like I said, I would do a little more effect right along in here. And so what we're gonna do along in here is take my favorite brush, this one, okay? We're gonna take a little bit of that sap green, and we're just gonna make some distant tree right up in the back, just to break that up. I just feel like we need to break that up a little bit, you know what I mean? Just kind of break that up, because that's just too, I feel like that's too connected, and I feel like it needs to be broke up a bit in the back. That's just too connected. Like I said, artists are all different. We all paint different. Our techniques are different. How do we do this? We don't know. It's just there. It's just there. We don't know how it's done. We just do it. We just do it. Maybe we just have one that doesn't look. Rocco's gonna look at me funny in a minute. He's like, why is that there? Because it is. Look, your Uncle Bob grew. Bob grew right in the middle. I wanted to say hi. Bob says hi. Give him a little bit of highlight so he stands out. And remember what I said? We do a little bit right around here so that this has a little bit more structure to it, because it's been here for a while. Just been here for a while. Never know how long this has been here. Never know who's lived there. Don't know who's lived there. My monitor probably thought I was about to put an evergreen right there. I could have, but I didn't. But I did not. It's kind of funny. We're gonna make a little beach path just right here, just right here. Take your brush, let's make them a little beach path. They have to be perfect. They haven't been there for a while. Make a little beach path. And go back in with the green. It's like that. Like I said, they haven't been there for a while, so go back in with the green. And kind of retook that, took it back a little. Took it back a little. We haven't been home in a while. So, well, I would say add a few more touches to this beach house and consult with my monitor on what he thinks. I can have him come over here and take a good view look right in front of it. You can come over here and look. A little more yellow where at. You can step over here. He's actually in the room with me, and since the camera doesn't have to look at him, he can stand behind me and look. I am now going to add a few more little details to it. Light. So I'm going to add a little more light structure to it over here. So, yes, so he told me what he would like to see right here. He loves the beach, to tell you the truth. And I am going to add some more detail into the beach house. And then I'm going to add a spot of just brightness into it over here. And we'll call this, and I might add a few more trees right here. What do you say? And then we will call this painting done, and I will sign it here in the corner like I always do over here. And I never sign over here. But then again, I said I would add a few seashells into it. But that's easy to do with fan brush. And I hope you guys enjoy watching me paint. But like I said, all proceedings from me doing this painting goes to the Hurricane Relief Fund that Bunny Myers has chosen. And in fact, that actually goes to the people that have suffered from the hurricane. So let's please have some honest respect for them. They have suffered greatly. And let's give them some help, because I myself have survived Hurricane Sandy and had to stay in my house for a few days. So I can understand what they're going through. So I don't mind helping out. I really don't. I don't mind helping out. Every little bit helps. I will put the link to my P.O. box for the person that's buying this painting if I don't know you. Personally, if I do know you, you know how to contact me. I'll put another window in this, don't worry about it. Because, you know, hey, houses have more than those windows. We'll put another one right here. Darken that one. But, that over there. And, take my little brush. Since it's nice and fluffy since I dried it. Pick up some of that nice white color. Pick up some of that white. And we will go right back in here. Get a little wet. Dry it up a little bit. Right back in here. Get a nice circle. Give it a nice bright color. Nice bright color right here. Just right here. You don't have to make it perfect. You just want to make it really nice right here. And kind of that shiny color. And I will show you what I will do with that. Most people are like, oh boy, you just made this big old circle of what? So we can actually go back in and pick that right up. Pick it right up. Pick it right up. I'm only making the circle here, but I will pick that right back up. This is your center color of bright. And I can darken that back, but yellow ochre can go right back over. Pick it up right on the end of your brush, and pick it right back up, and you see how that's like, you can just take that right back over into the sky and blend it off, and you still have those soft tones, and you just blend it, and it still looks good in that sky. It does. It still looks good in the sky. And I'm sorry for my neighbor again. I really do. I apologize. This is embarrassing. Never fails. You see that? There we go. And then you can just pick that up and just bring that right across here. And if you really wanted to, bring that right across there. Pull that across. See that? See how that changed that a bit? And that actually even brightened it even more. What do you think about that? What do you think about that? Is that even better, guys? I think that looks better. And now if we want to, we go right back into that and pick that color back up on that tree, because I did accidentally touch a little spot. And we just darken that tree right back in. This is actually just like one of those little beach shrubby trees where you can't actually see the bottom of it. You know what I'm talking about? Like one of those little fat trees that just kind of grew and you just couldn't see the bottom of it because it grew like that. It's like, hey, I'm just here. A couple of his little friends, you know, grew back in here. But we're almost done with this. You see what I mean? Oh, look. Look. See what I mean? Both of his little friends grew right back in there. And right back in here. I said we weren't done with it. We were almost done with it. We were almost done. But we weren't quite done. Now you see in the state of Oregon, where I'm from, our beaches and our mountains actually come together. They actually do. They actually come together like this. And you will have a house like that that's coming from the mountain onto the beach. So this is kind of correct where I'm from. So it's actual beachy mountain correctness. And again, I'm sorry for my loud neighbor while I'm doing this video. And just take your brush and 2 hairs and a scare across the wet paint and just soften it out. See that? Just soften it. And you don't have to touch where the shrubbery is. Don't worry about that. I want it to dry like that. And I'm going to have my monitor just step over here one more time. Okay. Okay. Well, then I will just pick up this brush, my fan brush, because I have it like this on purpose because I want to make like a few seashells and just press it on. Just press them on. And I want to go into that blue color and just maybe lighten that out a little bit. Get a little bit of that white in there. Again, sorry for my neighbor. Okay, and this is what we're going to do because I feel like I have an empty area right here. Maybe you have a seashell that just lives right here. This is hiding in the sand. Seashells aren't perfect either. Did you know how you have like seashells that are sort of like a fan brush? You know which ones I'm talking about. Maybe have one there. Pull that back in. Maybe you have one that's just sticking out right there. Huh? Pull that back. And right there. Pull that back. And then I'll fix these real quick and then we'll sign this. Now I'm going to use my favorite paintbrush to finish filling those in. And then sign this and then we will be done. So you see how I can just take that and make it seem like they're just underneath the sand. Just kind of peeking from underneath the sand. My brush a little bit wet. make it look like it's peeking from underneath the sand. She has some like beautiful seashells that you can find on the beach. Some of them have like some of the most beautiful colors. And I'm going to pick up a little bit of that purple and the blue, mix that together. Just kind of like just some beautiful colors in here together. In this one at least. Then you guys will like really understand the shell I'm going for here. I'm not going to be shellfish about it. You guys know what I was doing there, don't you? You guys know what shell I'm talking about. This one's just kind of right there, riding in the way. It's the little guy. It's the little guy. And that one's just kind of peeking. That one just like chilling in the sand. But I just kind of wanted you guys to get an idea of what the beachy little guys are looking like right here in the sand. Don't want them too dark. Don't want them too light. I'm gonna arch them up because that's what these shells are like. And I'm going to call this painting done. I really hope you enjoyed this. Remember, the money from these paintings go to the hurricane relief. Tomorrow I will be doing another painting and I will be signing this one off. As all of you know, I signed my middle initial first for some strange reason. So you always get to witness that. Then my first initial, and I always sign them black. I don't know why. I always sign them black. Never sign them red. Other artists do. I am myself. And then my last name. Now, whoever purchases this one, I will do 2 more signatures on it because I triple sign my work. That way it cannot be copied. Okay, well, I'm going to call this painting done now. I hope you enjoyed this. And really do. I hope you enjoyed this. Like I said, if you did, I will leave the link to my P.O. box for those of you that I do not know personally, that when you do leave your comments below, please make sure that they are only pleasant comments. Myself and my monitor will be looking at all comments, and I hope that anybody that is willing to realize that this is for disaster relief only is willing to be pleasant about it, and not say, hey, I'll give you $1, I'll give you a penny. No, they are low on supplies and low on manpower and really need assistance. This is what this is for, and I appreciate your time and your help for disaster relief. And like I said, I really hope you enjoyed this. And I will see you guys tomorrow for part 2 and the second painting. I don't know if I will do it like this direction or if I will do it the other way. But I will see you guys tomorrow. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay positive, and as always, stay blessed. And I will see you then. Bye.